Thinking about especially works of the built environment and how those, first of all, are usually examples of extraction from the environment, and then also some of the ways in which sustainable materials have been used historically. So I'm particularly interested these days in both research and teaching in the use of timber in historical structures and also in contemporary architecture. I know of lots of professors, both in the College of Arts and Architecture and beyond, who are really responding really clearly to the challenges of climate change and addressing not only, Penn State's role in sustainability, but our world's. I think the place where this sometimes is challenging is as students sort of come in, their image, especially for people who study architecture, the image of what you think an architect is going to be or what an architectural engineer is going to be is sometimes at odds with what probably they need to be going forward. And so I think that that's sort of like a place where there's room for growth in the future. There are really interesting researchers, many of them architects or former architects, who kind of engage with these questions. Things like, I'm thinking, for example, of the architect and activist Yasmin Lari, who was Pakistan's first female architect, and after a very long and successful career, very much working on new projects that were using the latest technologies, has really shifted her focus to think about housing, and especially housing for the poor, and the way that that is intended to sort of strategies that can rely on traditional building techniques, for example, that are going to be resilient in the face of climate change, and also aren't sort of built upon and susceptible to the kinds of neocolonial frameworks that are simply using things like NGOs and a sort of charity model in order to make that happen. I think it's very easy here in central Pennsylvania, where we maybe sort of on a daily basis aren't seemingly confronted with these issues as much as maybe people on the coasts are, that we're also a part of this same world and also have a role to play in addressing these challenges.